Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Super quick update here for ICP. This descending trend is still continuing, so this bullish type of flag pattern is pretty much invalidated at this point because it can only go so low. We've already dipped down lower than the most recent low, and that's never a great sign. So typically, something like this should break out, but it hasn't yet. We'll keep an eye on the descending trend and just confirm that once we break through that, then we can kind of look for range-bound activity and potential up ascending type of trend afterwards. So if you're new to the channel, just know I'm not a financial advisor. I love teaching people to trade. I hope you can learn something today. If you do end up learning something, of course, cryptocash.tech is the website linked down below where you can register to become a better trader. I've got a university as well as signals that I send out, and you can kind of see here in Premium Plus, we've got day trading scalping bots basically working for us here. We're pretty short heavy today, taking some decent profits too from what was it, Matic, Solana, and Litecoin so far. Okay, so that's really good stuff. But of course, my swing trade group, we took some nice profit, 150% from ARPA. We notified, I have a bot in there basically letting us know when we have malicious activity. There's unusual activity, $1.5 billion sold in 10 minutes or less yesterday. Crazy nonsense. Anyways, we took a nice little long from Bitcoin yesterday, 4 hours, 14%. It's a 10x leverage trade. So taking a look here at ICP, what we want to talk about is a few key factors. So first of all, on the daily time frame, we got to recognize where we're at on the moving averages. Okay, so again, we're still in good shape here. This is one of the few coins that's actually well above the moving average. I think Solana right now is testing that and considering dropping below, but ICP doing very, very strong here. Okay, so this doesn't mean the price can't come down. It just implies if it comes down to that level, we should experience some support and or just confirming the fact that we're still in a good uptrend for this coin. Okay, now we are starting to see some pullback here from these indicators. We're back under 70, which is actually positive in a lot of ways. We're no longer overextended, but we did lose that support, didn't bounce, so the likelihood of the price continuing lower is greater now at this point. And of course, MACD still converging, but starting to diverge. Basically, we're moving towards that potential shift in momentum. Okay, so we're going to pay attention to that. Keep in mind the most recent high here, or at least I guess it wasn't super recent, back in the middle of December, but basically $12 is a close approximate for the key level support range that we need to see the price bounce if it does come down that low. Okay, so again, $12, keep my eye on that. We want a solid closure above $12 if the price continues to pull back. Looking at the 4 hour, we can see traditional RSIs basically, or sorry, let's talk about the moving averages. We're above the 50-day SMA, and that's a good sign, but if it continues much lower, we'll lose that level, and that would be disadvantageous. It's already bad that we're underneath the 20-day SMA on the 4 hour. That kind of lets us know we've lost our short-term trend line and that we are basically descending on this trend. We can obviously see that lower lows, lower highs consistently. Okay, so again, until we stop creating lower lows, lower highs, we're going to be in the situation the price might continue. We have a tentative support level here. We'll go ahead and pull this out just to kind of get perspective on that. Right there from before here, more recently about 1295. So 1295 is a close approximate of where we saw the price action bounce recently, which could imply that it's a support level. We will see here soon where we're at there. If we take a look at TD sequential, we can see we're at a 7. So we've got about 8 more hours of continuation of potential further downside before the price recovers. So the long story short here is that by the end of today's trading day, which is roughly 8 hours from now, we'll see whether ICP can hold this level or not. So I'm looking for a closure today at 1295 or higher. We can do that. There's a decent chance the support level might hold. We'll be overextended leading into a support, and we might see a pivot / bounce at that point. We can see here, of course, money flow index is very low. That's typically a good buy signal in a lot of ways. Not saying you should buy right now, but when the MFI goes really low or overextended, trust me, it can go a lot lower. It will give you the indication that, hey, the last 3 or 4 trading days, the amount of money pulling away from this coin is very high. People are going to consider it to be a good opportunity, and they're going to want to buy. Right? It's kind of more of a mindset thing, whereas RSI being under 50, that's a bearish sign, but it doesn't mean you can't buy the dip when it comes closer to 30. So me personally, I'd be looking for an RSI closer to 30 and hopefully money flow index somewhere down below that. Okay, that's ultimately what I like to look for a tentative, I like to emphasize the word tentative, a tentative confirmational sign. Okay, but again, if you look at stochastic, it's bottomed out as low as it can go. So really at this point, we're going to see a shift in momentum relatively soon, but it may come with another couple of red candles first. Okay, so looking at the hourly, let's quickly verify a couple of things here. Ichimoku cloud, well below the cloud, no surprise there. Lagging spans free and clear. No reason to open a long position at this point. Shorts are completely in play. All the more reason why our trading bot is scalping the market right now to the downside because it's giving us nothing but bearish signs. Okay. Again, a lot of that is the Bitcoin dominance situation where Bitcoin dominance is extremely high. And of course, altcoins are bleeding pretty hard today. So are we going to find our bottom? This may be the bottom, but there's no confirmation that it is. So why take a trade? Why risk it when there's no reason to take a trade? In fact, well, there's only one member that's asking about this because, again, maybe they're perhaps newer to the channel, but they're asking, hey, where are the signals? Why can't I trade? Why aren't you sending us signals? We're paying for signals. Well, the truth is I don't control the market, and what I can control is not destroying people's accounts by sending ridiculous signals just to send them, okay? I like to take trades that hit their targets. We hit over 95% last month for a reason, because we are careful and particular about our entries and the way we set up our trades. Yes, I could throw meat at the wall right now and hope it sticks, but that's not how you trade. You trade based on confirmation. We don't have that yet. So just a heads up, friendly advice, be patient. Again, if you're in part of our premium group, if you're in premium plus, you don't need patience at all. There's like 10 to 15 signals every day, but again, different strokes for different folks, right? Just depends on how you are, but I'm more of a confirmational trader based on everything in the charts, and right now we're not seeing very much that's convincing me to want to take a trade. And again, you're like probably asking yourself, well, why not take a short trade? Well, that's probably a good consideration. There's more likelihood the price is going to go down from here. We're coming into a key level of support. We're becoming overextended. I like to see how that plays out first. Okay. Again, we got to break this descending trend before we can open a long position. And between now and then, I think a short is still fairly risky. Thanks again for watching. I hope you made sense of this here. Obviously, comment below if you found benefit. If you haven't already, again, make sure you reference Bitunix. Phenomenal exchange. Link down below to register. Use my link to register. You get $5,500 in benefit rewards. And then also note too, no KYC, no VPN. That's why we're using them. Trading stop losses, multiple targets here. There's a lot of reasons to use this exchange. They're highly sophisticated, and I really do appreciate them. So thank you, Bitunix, for an awesome opportunity for our community. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for your time. We'll see you soon.